Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. It's always good to see you again. This time we'll be discussing the fertilizer tank verdict, Dale Warner. The arrogance of the well. Steel and fire can hide a body, but they cannot hide a pattern for 3 years. Dale Warner watched the world search for his wife, Dee Dee. He watched investigators dig up fields and scan properties, all while he knew exactly where she was, sealed inside an hydrogenous ammonia tank on his own land. On March 10, 2026, a Michigan jury saw through the smoke. They didn't need a confession, they needed a 71 case file LPD logic of digital heartbeats. Dale thought he was a master of concealment, but he forgot that in 2026, the void is just as loud as the evidence. Today, we are auditing the logic of the void. We are looking at why a man checked his wife's location 2,100 times, suddenly stopped looking the moment she disappeared. This isn't just a murder trial. It's a lesson in the mechanical ignorance or arrogance of a killer who believed he could well reality shot. Component 1, Component 1, the 2,100 check-ins, the digital leash. Before the crime, there was obsession. The trial testimony unsealed in 2026 revealed that Dale Warner checked Dee Dee's location over 2,100 times between 2019 and April. This is not marriage, this is a digital leash. From a 71 case file LPD perspective, this creates a control baseline. If a man is obsessed with his wife's movements, his behavior after her disappearance must be audited with extreme prejudice. When Dee Dee vanished on April 25th, 2021, that 2,100 check-in post went flat. Dale didn't call her. He didn't track her. He didn't search. In marketing, we call this a market shift. Again, in marketing, we call this a marketing shift or a market shift. And forensic is a guilt signal. He stopped looking because he already knew the coordinates. The nobody defense only works, if the suspect behaves like a man who is actually missing someone. Dale behaved like a man who had finished a task. Component 2, the chemistry of creation, the search history audit. In August 2024, the varnish finally cracked. Police didn't just find Dee Dee, they found her in a tank that had been professionally resealed. Dale Warner was a mechanic. He knew how to hide. But look at his search history. Unsealed during the 5-week trial that ended last month. He wasn't searching for his wife. He was searching for chemical creation and disposing of tanks. To a 71 case file LPD auditor, this pre-verification of intent, he was researching the physics of digital weeks before the act. He thought he was being thorough. In reality, he was building a digital gallows. He failed to realize that the AI-driven forensics of 2026 can reconstruct a browser history as easily as a crime scene. Component 3, the verdict of March 10, 2026. The jury deliberated for 8 hours before returning a guilty verdict. For second-degree murder and tampering with evidence, Dale Warner sat static, staring at the floor. His defense argued there was no physical proof of the act of killing, but the jury utilized circumstantial logic monopoly. When you combine the tracking obsession, the wielding expertise, the search history, and the discovery of the body in a tank Dale owned, the probability of innocence hits 0. As he prepares for his sentencing on May 7, 2026, the lesson is clear. You can steal the tank, but you cannot steal the data. Again, you can steal the tank. You can steal the tank, but you cannot steal the data. The void left by D.D. Warner was more than enough to convict him. Beyond the fertilizer tank, Dale Warner faces a maximum of life in prison. He thought he had outsmarted the system for 3 years. He was wrong. He was just a character in a story that hadn't reached the final chapter yet. Again, he was just a character in a story that hadn't reached the final chapter yet. If you appreciate this level of clinical audit where we prioritize the data over the drama, please feel free to join by subscribing. Thank you for joining me. Look forward to our next case filed together. Continue to apply the logic I am providing. I'm nearing the end of my criminal investigations class. Take care.